Welcome back to Marcel, Hyde, Mindset. If you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button, like the channel, and share this content. You know, some people say that might be redundant, but we got to get that into your minds because so many people watch this content and they don't even subscribe. They just watch it. They've been watching my videos for the past 2-3 years, haven't shared one video, have not subscribed, but they enjoy the content. And I'm not asking for your money. All I'm asking for is for you to share this content with someone that you think needs to hear one of the messages that I deliver on a weekly basis, okay? So if you're anything like me, you're starting to think about 2026. You're thinking in your mind, how can I have a better year next year than I did this year, right? And you're just thinking in terms of like your finances, you know, your relationship. If you're on YouTube, like how my YouTube channel can get better. You know, if you're creating content, how my content can improve and just take myself to the next level. If I want to offer a service, if I want to expand, if I even want to stop, right? So a lot of these questions should be asked at this point. You shouldn't wait till January to start asking questions about, you know, what your 2026 is going to look like. You should start planning that out right now. And I'm not saying just because you make a plan, it's going to go exactly as planned, but making a plan gives you an idea of the things that you want to work on, the things that you want to focus on. And if you tune into last week's episode, we spoke about focus, right? We really talked about emphasizing the fact that you really need to focus on something, and the things that you focus on really expand and they grow. But the things that you don't focus on, you know, you ignore your weight, or you ignore going to the gym, and then all of a sudden you're out of shape, right? You ignore your finances, and then all of a sudden you're in deep debt, or you don't have any money to spend. So deciding from now the things you want to focus on is essential. Writing down some type of plan that you're going to execute in 2026 is very important. And, you know, like if you're an athlete, or you've ever been an athlete, or you ever played a game, or ever watched a game, every coach has a plan prior to going in the game, right? They have a plan that they give the players to execute. So if you look at yourself as a player, you are going to be executing your plan. And you can put yourself in the coaching shoe as well too if you don't have a coach. If you're creating your own plan, you're not doing it with someone, then you're the one that's going to be the coach and the player. So you're developing a plan for yourself for 2026. You're developing things that are going to put you in a higher level, put you in a higher position, put you in a better place. Maybe it's a plan to stop something you've been doing that's been working against you or hurting you. Maybe it's to start doing something that you haven't started yet, but you've been thinking about it for a very long time. Whatever it is, write these plans down. And then the next, whatever many weeks are left, 5-6 weeks that are left in the year, start, you know, not waiting to work towards them, but start working towards them now. You don't have to wait till January 1st to start something. You don't have to wait till January 1st to, you know, start to sign up for that gym membership. You don't have to wait till January 1st to post your first content. We're going to see that at the beginning of the year. People are going to set these goals and they're going to say January 1st is when I'm going to start this. And by March 1st, they've stopped that goal that they started. Start now. Don't wait until January 1st to start your new goal, or, you know, get back on track with something. Unless it's like you plan on going back to school and like the semester only starts in January. That's different. Just get enrolled now. Don't wait till the end, right? So start creating that plan for yourself, for your life. And like I said earlier, it's not gonna always go as planned. Like I've made a bunch of plans in my life. I plan to do different things. I plan to be in different positions, but I wasn't there. And that wasn't the end of the world for me, because the plan that I made for myself didn't turn out what I thought, but something better came, where I made a plan and I went in a different direction, or I made a plan, that plan happened, and I realized, you know what, this is not actually what I want. Because there's many plans I made throughout the year, and I executed it, and I did it, and I got to the end of it. I'm like, you know what, this is taking away from this part of my life. So creating a plan is essential. Creating a plan is fine, and creating a plan and then tweaking the plan, or creating a plan and realizing the plan didn't work, is fine too. But if you have no plan, if you go into a game, like a coach just says to his players, play this game, and there's no plan to execute, they may win, because just talent alone, sometimes you can just win. But you give yourself a better chance when you have a plan of action, a plan of attack, a plan of, what you're essentially going to do in the game. So have a plan for your life. Like, what are some of the things you're going to focus on? What are the key areas you're going to focus on? So if you're a coach and you're coaching a basketball team, the plan might be to stop a certain player on the opposing team by maybe double teaming that player when they have the ball in their hands. And then that way, if you double team that player, that helps your team win more. That gets the ball out of that person's hand more, because on the stats, it shows that when this person scores X amount of points, this team wins. So our strategy, our plan is to throw two people at them so somebody else has to score, right? So it's just like having a plan is so essential, like not just in sports, but for your life. Like you have to have some sort of plan. And then a coach could have a plan. A person could have a plan. And once you're in life, once you're in the game, you can make tweaks to the plan. Because you've tried something, you've done something, it didn't work. You executed this plan, but it didn't work. So what do? You come up with the new plan. You come up with the new strategy. But I think a lot of people just don't even have a plan at all and just go through life, go through the motions. They're just like, I'm just going to see where life takes me. And I hear that far too often. People saying, I'm just going to see where life takes me. Be more intentional with your life. It's your life. Like, if you say, I'm just going to see where it takes me, and you do nothing, then you're not going to get anything. But if you're more intentional, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, and by doing X, Y, Z, I know that's going to put me in a good position. I may not know exactly what it's going to look like, because most people don't exactly know what their life's going to look like. Exactly. You can have an idea, like we can have an idea about someone that they're going to be successful or not successful based on their habits and their actions, right? You can see the person that maybe is drinking, smoking, skipping out on work, doesn't have any certifications or skills. What do you think is going to happen to them? They're not going to have the greatest life. But the guy or the person that is putting in the effort, staying disciplined is key, not drinking, not smoking, not partying, getting the certifications, gaining the skills, gaining the experience, you can see that they're going to have a more successful life. You don't know where they're going to be exactly. No one really essentially knows. You can visualize, you can imagine, you can picture, but you don't exactly know what it looks like. But you can picture and visualize the best for yourself. Like I do that all the time. I sit at home, I visualize where I want to be. I see myself wherever it is on the beach, driving amazing vehicles, in positions of power, being a CEO, being a leader. But I can't exactly tell you when that's going to happen, where that's going to be. All I know is I can do the day-to-day work on myself. So one day I'll get to that level. And I think so many people want quick or instant gratification that they don't even go on that journey. They just have given up altogether. Like, what, I don't know when I'm going to get there, so I'm not even going to put in the effort. Instead of being like, what, I may not know when I'm going to get there, but I'm going to put in the work every single day, and I know I will get there. And that's the mentality and the mindset you have to have. I'm going to put the work in every single day. I'm going to put the work in on myself. I'm going to grow a little bit each and every day, and I know that's going to pull me forward to a higher level in my life. I don't know when I'll get there, but I know I will get there. I will get to that finish line. So some people don't even start because they can't see the finish line. You don't need to see the finish line. Take it one day at a time. Grow each and every day. That's all you need to do is grow a little bit each and every day. And you'll eventually get there. So guys, I hope you're enjoying the channel as much as I am. Tap in to Marcel Hyde Mindset. It's something special, I'll tell you that. And I give all glory to God. Really tapping back into the Bible. I highly suggest that. I'm not telling you what religion to follow. That's not why I'm here. But I will say, pick up a Bible, read your Bible, become a better leader, become inspired. It'll help you make better decisions. It'll give you hope, faith, discipline. Everything you need to be successful in this life was written in that Bible. So I hope this helps. I hope you guys are taking time out of your day to grow a little bit if you're in the grind like everybody is, if you're working 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs, still find time for yourself to grow, right? It's great that you're working these 2, 3 jobs, you're making money, but you have to find some time to develop yourself at the same time, all right? So tap in, click the like button, subscribe to the channel. Link to my ebook is in my bio. Grab my ebook if you're enjoying it. Marcel, Hyde, Mindset. Peace and love. Until next time.